We say what they can't radio.
Welcome to Groucho and the Gentleman Podcast. We getting it in. Enjoy.
In the building.
Oh man, it's been a crazy start, but we here.
Halloween
passed.
Halloween.
Didn't Halloween pass?
Yeah, but like.
Well, I'm just saying though, we talked about it last time.
Okay.
But didn't we? I thought we did, didn't we?
I don't know.
I don't know. But since the last episode, wasn't it? Wasn't we talking about the Halloween party and stuff and what we're gonna be doing and.
No, we did an episode since then.
Oh my God, I can't keep up, guys. This is
sad. Throw me all the way off. I'm like, got the Happy Days song running through my head, trying to figure out what day of the week it is, messing around with you right now.
Cheers.
And speaking of song, let me play the song for the week I got for y'all.
Oh.
Definitely not it.
I'm like, that's the song I was listening to. You want to search?
Oh, yeah. How do I get back to the song?
All right, hold on.
Oh,
Here we
technical
go.
difficulties. The two grandpas.
You just saw it, didn't you?
I didn't. I don't know the artist, but I know the song.
What is it?
All right, I'm stumped.
You know this song?
I know you wouldn't know it.
I'm stumped.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, okay, I got it. Okay, I got it.
I'll give you some cool points if you could tell me what artist sampled it.
Nobody gonna break my style. I don't know.
Not the way you think.
Oh no!
I got
It does sound like there is an artist that bit off of this though. Who was it?
Puffin Mace.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
But I do love that song. That's a great song. Good memories.
Yes.
Yes.
And we are back. I'm JP Groucho.
And I am Wolf.
And we got Allie Al in the background on the corner.
And let me tell y'all something. Y'all should see the outfit she's wearing.
You beat me to it, Ali.
She got a t-shirt with a turkey.
My turkey doing the dab. Don't do that to my turkey.
Oh, it is. Oh my God.
My turkey is fly.
I wish y'all could see her. And then some pajama pants.
It was pajama day.
Pajama days. I will say this high school principal is one of the coolest high school principals you'll ever meet. The other day she did, other than your book bag.
Yes. Anything other than
your book bag, bring that with your books and all your stuff in there. And the kids were very creative.
They were.
Yeah, very,
They had
very
shopping
creative.
carts. They had baby strollers. They had luggage. They had, you name it, they bought it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
It was good. Very creative. Very creative.
Dope. That's what y'all educators need to be doing out there. Innovative.
And keep your kids engaged.
Keep them wanting to come to school. So today we fed all of the babies in a sit-down style dinner. And it was pajama day. So because it's Thanksgiving, I went with my turkey dabbing.
Yeah.
With my Concords on. Come on, my
I
Jordans
know.
on.
She's still coordinating, guys. You know she can't go anywhere without coordinating.
And
Coordinate.
it's cold outside, and she got on a short sleeve shirt.
Yes, I was
But she got
outside
her pajama
freezing.
pants.
Yes.
Plaid.
Pajama pants be thin, so.
Oh.
I actually got those same pants, too.
Yeah, but they look cozy, though. And comfy.
They're cozy.
Yeah.
They're comfy.
Yeah.
I was just cold waiting on your ass to get there. But it is what it
You guys
is.
were in the car.
Listen,
Listen,
We
guys,
stood
I have to
outside for a little
earn
bit.
another paycheck so I can do this. So I have to smooge with the people that got the money so I can do this. But anyhow.
Yeah, so, well, we were just trying to figure out what we've been up to.
A lot.
my gender reveal.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Well, wait, I'm not pregnant.
Oh.
Okay.
Though it is possible. Kind of, sort of.
No.
But we won't go there. But congratulations.
I'm having a healthy grandson.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super excited.
I knew it was going to be a boy. And by the way, you slipped up and said it was going to be a boy. I don't know if you knew or you just said
Listen, like, holding that shit in for like 7 months, like.
Remember that night? I was like, you said it. I heard her say it. I said, no, I didn't say that. Uh-huh.
It was funny because you even told
She told somebody else?
the bartender at the spot. And he said it one day. I was like, oh, how did he
See, you didn't even know you were saying it. You
Listen.
didn't even know you were saying it.
It was the bartender a couple of drinks in. Like, yo.
Well, listen,
So he came up to
congratulations.
her the last time I think I was in there, and then he was like, yeah, so when your grandson comes, I was like, oh, I didn't know. She didn't tell me.
You gotta listen. You're used to raising boys.
Yes.
You know, so this little kid's gonna be spoiled.
Spoiled. Already got
spoiled,
kicks,
spoiled.
already got gear.
Oh my, he's gonna be
Yes.
coordinating.
Yes, gonna be coordinating.
He's gonna have more sneakers than you, and that's a lot.
Yeah, because
You ain't never lied when you
shit.
started.
He won't be able to
Started.
fit the shit when he's born. Like his foot's gonna be grown by the time he gets out.
They grow out of them
Quick.
super quick.
Right?
I was buying my son Jordans, and then like the next week he was like, and then I was like, why am I buying them Jordans? Because you don't care.
Yeah. Well, you know, going back to the financial literacy episode that we had, you know, you start thinking about that for him yet? You know, setting him up.
So understand this.
Yeah.
Let me be real with y'all.
Yeah.
My grandchild will not be going any place with me with some light up sneakers, with Spider-Man on the side, nothing like that. Y'all can all listen.
That's
listen.
a kid. That's called a child.
That's a
No,
Oh my God.
Nope.
Allison.
He's gonna
Absolutely
want those.
absolutely not.
All
All right. So you're saying that financial literacy is not
Out the
gonna...
window. When it comes to the grandbaby,
Yeah, grabs the baby, whatever.
Absolutely not.
No limitations on the
Listen,
money.
You know he's gonna want those. He's gonna look at the Jordans.
Listen,
and be like, nope.
if that's how his mama and daddy want to rock with him,
All right.
but
All right.
when he with grandma,
Yeah.
understand this smart chick with kicks will make sure that his feet are always on point.
Until he goes, ah! Where's my Spider-Man? Where's my Spider-Man?
He's gonna have a
suit?
whole wardrobe just for when he comes to visit her.
Absolutely.
And you're like, baby, leave your baby stuff there.
Listen,
I'll take
and
care
you
of
know
it."
what's crazy? When my sons and my kids and my daughter was growing up, like, I wasn't, well, first,
Yeah.
their dad, shout out to their dad, because he purchased all of this.
Yeah.
And I would get mad, like, yo, bro, can you stop getting yellow sneakers? Like, they look crazy in the street. Get
You're
some
drawing a lot of
neutral
attention.
stuff.
Yeah.
Get some neutral stuff. You got this kid like some orange sneakers, and I got him in a whole like blue. Like, what is this? We don't want to run around looking like the Knicks. What are you doing? So we used to always argue about their sneakers. And now it's like I never, like when my kids were young, they never had polo. They didn't have any of that. You know what I'm saying? We was the old Navy family. And I intend to still do those same things for my grandkid. But when it comes to the feet, Now, I'm not gonna run out and get no $300 kicks for like no 5-month-old baby. That's dumb. Like that's all the way dumb.
Financial literacy.
Yeah, that's all the way
You
dumb.
don't get the Gucci's yet.
Nah, you don't get the Gucci's.
But going back to, you know, I always like to ask this question too, because about the financial literacy, because that's where it starts, right? You set them up with, you know, as young as they are. Maybe, you know, college fund right away.
See, all
bonds.
of that's already you know what I'm
in
saying?
motion. Yeah.
Already in motion.
Good.
The things that I could not do because I had my kids so young.
Yeah.
I get a chance to make sure that my grandchildren will be okay.
And that's what we should do. That's what we need to do. Yeah.
I just saw that today on my I have Acorns, which is like a savings. And you saw that it says $650 a day. And by the time the child hits 18, they'll have like $80K.
Yep.
Wow. And look at that, just $6.50.
That's like half of one of my drinks.
Yeah. I mean, that's half. Depend if you go to that's 25. What's the percentage? 0.25%.
That's 60.
Right.
$16.50 a day
For a shot of
for a shot with the plastic cup. Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Oh, but speaking of which, I saw the usual bartender the other day,
Okay.
and he was like, "You hate it, don't you?" Because he was like, "When you come in," I was like,
Yeah, no.
"He's like, you hate it." I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, no.
I love the people, but you know, I don't like the cost. But anyway, moving on. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank y'all.
Congratulations.
Thank y'all.
Yes.
Anything exciting happen to you?
Not really. You know what? I gotta tell you, well, I had a date the other day.
What?
I did, and it was a girl that I met at the local watering hole we always go to.
Was she white?
Wait, what?
No,
Oh,
she was-
shit.
You know what I found out?
Wah.
We're gonna skip that for now. No, but I thought she was black, but she's not black. I think she's half Mexican.
Okay.
And half black because she kept on talking about.
Oh, so she's black.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Once you have that in there, because she kept on talking about
Once
the
you
way
have that in there.
By that he means black.
AKA. So she kept on talking about, because we ended up we went to Dynaco.
Okay.
And that was cool because she likes cozy and fireplace and all that stuff. And then we went to Moe's because she wanted music, but still wanted to keep it cozy, but wanted some music. And then there was some Mexican guys working in the back. She was like, "Oh, they got my people working back here." I'm like, "Oh," but I couldn't ask. I'm like, "Are you Mexican?" Because I didn't want to be, presumptuous. But I'm like, "Well, she's saying that."
I don't think you're being presumptuous. You say my people.
All right, no, but I'm an HR guy, so sometimes I take it out. But anyway, that's one of the interesting things that's happened recently.
Did you score?
Wait, what?
It's a first date.
What that mean?
But I met her at our local watering hole. I met her sister first. That was visiting from Florida.
That was a woman?
Oh Lord.
Because Kendrick liked dating friends. Remember, I was in the last episode. I dated her because I really liked her. Like, what do we do?
Well, you know what? The funny thing is, I thought. Hopefully, she doesn't watch any of this. But
hopefully, she does. We can have viewership up.
Exactly.
Well, I thought I was like, oh, are they together? I was like, but no, it's my sister. But really nice girl, though. Very nice girl. Very professional. She works in fertility. She's 35. You know what fertility?
No, she's a prostitute.
Wait, what? Bro, you always jump off the deep end, man.
What the hell? Groucho. No, women. All right. So in this case, what it is companies can offer fertility treatment as a wellness program, right?
Okay.
So her company, is a startup. It's been around for like maybe.
So this is even a better reason to ask. Did you score?
Right.
She's not, doing that, but so she's a director at the firm here. She's vested in the firm. Oh my God. Anyway, she's a wonderful girl.
I'm happy.
Girl. Yes.
So
but she's going to Nigeria for a wedding. I think she already left actually. Because she said she wasn't going to be around for Thanksgiving. She's going to Nigeria for a wedding. So she travels a lot.
Her.
Yeah, you'd like her. She's actually really cool. You were actually probably there that night when I met her. I
probably was because we're always there together.
Yeah. They're very nice. Very nice. You like her. She's cool.
You're never gonna see her again. She just gave you the okie doke. I'm going to Nigeria already. Gee.
Well, damn, y'all like
hater. He's such a hater. This guy right here, man. But anyway, that's one interesting thing.
Do you see any possibilities?
No, you know how I do. Like I go with the flow. I'm not expecting. It's just fun. So
well, I hope you
obviously the goal is boink boink.
He gonna end up being a munch.
At least I hope you get your munch.
I like munching. It's okay.
I went bowling for the first time in a long time on Saturday. A friend of the family had a birthday. Shout out Jamie. And I sucked for like the first.
Whoa.
Pause.
Listen, we from Brooklyn. We on pause. I ain't pausing nothing. So I
you
sucked. For the first, I was guttering for the first.
What does that mean, guttering? In bowling world.
When the ball goes in
the gutter lane.
I mean, I don't, so listen, I don't hate bowling. I actually used to hate it, but I enjoy it now, but I don't know the terminology. Yeah.
I think I just made that up. I think it's called something else.
No, it's a gutter ball.
I mean, it sounds right. It sounds right to me.
Ball.
Yeah. It sounds right to me. Yep.
Yeah, so, everybody's looking at me like.
How hit were you?
Nah, I was hit.
That's why.
Also, I had to calm myself down. Like, all right, let me get focused.
Wait, was it one of those like party bowling places like a Bomar or something? Or?
It's not as nice as Beaumont.
Yeah.
Beaumont's really nice.
Yeah.
It's out in Queens. I forget the name of it, but yeah, it's a bowling alley and then
party.
Yeah, because she rented out a little section. We had to give her money, and she rented out a little section.
Okay, all right.
It was still, you could still see the. It's not like we were separate because in Beaumont, you could have separate rooms.
Right.
And stuff. So you were still part of the alley, but we had our own couple of lanes.
Yeah.
And then they had food in the back. And
okay. I like that. That's nice.
Unlimited drinks.
So it's kind of like Beaumont, but not on the corporate scale, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what? Kind of piggybacking off of that though, because I was listening to a piece the other day yesterday, about being invited to a birthday party or to somebody's house. for a party, and then either being told you owe this for this, or having you pay for something. What do you think about that? Do you think if somebody invites you out for their birthday, or if somebody invites you to their house, even more so, do you think you should be paying for stuff if they invited you to? It's like, to me, it's like them. So I'll tell you my opinion. I don't think you should be charging people for anything if you're inviting them out for your birthday or to your house, right? Now, obviously, I think there's an etiquette. You bring something, all right? But what do you guys think? Do you think that, because you said that you guys have to pay for?
Yeah, we chipped in for our
Okay.
I think if there's a common understanding, right?
Yeah.
So generally, y'all know I always throw a birthday party.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So
yeah.
I'll pay for anything because it's my birthday and I want people to come out and celebrate with me. But if you guys are like, yo, Al, we're going to take you out for dinner.
That's a different
for your
story.
birthday.
That's a different story. That's a different story. Which we still owe you, though, by the way.
It's all right.
both of y'all.
Well,
Yeah,
we take
true.
each other out.
Yes.
I mean, I remember there was a birthday controversy.
Here you go. Don't get me
boy.
started up.
So I ain't
Don't
gonna
get me
into-
started up.
I
You
ain't
gonna
get
listen?
into
You gonna have folks embarrassed on this show for real? Because I've been listen. I'm almost a couple of shit.
So I ain't gonna get into it because the people do watch the show and listen to it.
Don't try
I mean,
to
I would
pull
love
me
to
out.
talk.
You had a whole extravaganza. You damn right, and I paid for it.
Oh yeah. Thanks, man. Thank you. But you know, look, it's.
But I'm down to do whatever the birthday person wants. Like whatever you ask me to do.
Right.
Whatever.
But here's my thing, though, and yeah, me too. I'm down to do whatever you ask me to do. But my thing is, if you can't afford it, or if you don't want to do it, don't do it. So my thing is, if you're going to invite people out and you're going to ask them to pay, now granted, you know, there's a certain group of friends that you have that you can do that with, right? But I think if you're going to have this big old party, and you're going to act like, I don't know, there's some tact. There's a taste there. It's just
right. Now I will say, like, if I do like barbecues in the summer, I'll be like, yo, bring a bottle, bring a chair.
That's different though.
Because all of the food that you finna get, you know what I'm saying? Like, you finna be outside.
Yeah, and
that to me is different.
I'm bringing liquor for Thanksgiving. That's my.
Yeah, that's your contribution.
Yeah.
But okay, so that's etiquette there too. We all understand. Even if you don't pay for anything, you're always gonna bring something. Right. But I don't know. I feel like if somebody invites you out to birthday or especially to their house, you shouldn't, you know, because what this woman was saying was that this person sent them all a text the other day. Oh, you owe this for this, when she invited them to their house for some birthday thing, and she's charging all of them. That's me.
Yeah.
Well, I plan on having a birthday party this year, and y'all are paying.
I ain't coming.
You coming?
I ain't coming.
You coming in? You paying. Unpause.
Bring the food. Unpause. Yeah, and the funny thing is, I used to know a girl back in the day that used to do that, and I stopped going around because she was like, "Oh, guys, let's have a party at my house. Let's have a potluck." Not a potluck, actually. That's different. I get that. But she's like, "I'm gonna do dinner." And you know who all brought the dinner? Everybody else but her. Everybody.
Just think about my last birthday party at the spot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The caterer who normally sells food there was like, yo, people buying plates. And I was like, not if I'm asking people to come out and celebrate with me. I said, I'll pay for whatever this is going to cost.
Yeah.
And then even the owner of the spot was like, Al, do you want to do a special ticket for just people who are here for your party?
Yeah.
I was like, nah, because who manning that? Like, I don't care. Like, make sure it's enough to go around. But that's just the type of people. The type of person I am. I just like joy.
And you want everybody to be happy and enjoying themselves.
And you got money.
Now, okay, so that's another point. That's to my other point earlier. If you can't afford to do that, then just don't do it, right? You know, you don't need to show off. These are your friends. Nobody cares, you know. Or if you just don't want to do it, just don't do it.
Right.
But I just think it's just distasteful.
I think it's distasteful for somebody to want to go to Ruth Chris, but only got Applebee's. Like,
so next topic.
Anyway, moving on.
She ain't talking about me.
No.
Anyway, moving on. I know where she's going with this, but we're going to leave it alone.
We're going to get out the road.
Yeah, we're going to keep out. And I love y'all. I love y'all, family. I really do love y'all.
But I do understand where she's come from because I was there. But anyway.
Had me fucking them up under the table. Shut up.
Anyway, what else is going on? Al, anything else? Oh, well, you already told us your big reveal.
Now let's get into some topics.
Yes.
R.I.P. I don't want to say the young lady's name wrong.
Shanquilla, I believe the name is. Young sister, 25, went to Cabo with a group of her friends.
Oh, yes.
And ended up getting beat down by one of her friends and it was recorded.
Does anybody understand? Because I was watching that. I wasn't understanding what was going on.
The family was trying to, the friends that were there were trying to act like, we don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But they recorded it and put it out. So how you gonna act?
Everybody should be arrested that recorded that.
Right.
Because even the dude that was there that was supposed to be her best friend, he's in the background screaming, at least try to fight back. What if I'm not a fighter? Like, this girl is mollywopping me and y'all just letting this shit happen? Come on. All of them need to get locked up.
All of them need to get locked up.
Because then they came back home and acted like
nothing.
They didn't know what happened to her.
Called her mother, right after it happened and made it seem like, I believe this is the story, made it seem like she may have been suffering from alcohol poisoning. No, she was suffering from the ass whooping that she unfortunately got. Yeah, from her friends. Let me tell y'all two motherfuckers something. If we go someplace...
Let me say something. First of all, that would never happen. And first of all, we're not going to put ourselves in that predicament. And not blaming the victim here by any means whatsoever. But because her friends and whoever, they're the criminals.
Right.
Here,
Absolutely. All the way wrong.
But it's this lends to a question of is it us? Us as a people, would another group of let's say would white people do that?
Actually, because
I mean, it was white people, but
she was black and her friends were white.
Oh, the friends were white. I didn't know the friends were white. Yeah. The friends were white.
It's a group of black people.
Yeah, I didn't know the friends were. Oh, okay. I didn't know the friends were white. I was like,
What I will say is, a couple of years ago, there was a black guy that went out with a group of his white friends, and they killed him in the fucking forest someplace. Yeah, so it happens, unfortunately.
I mean, it's just a very sad situation,
right?
And I honestly, I don't know what to think of it.
It's just you gotta watch your friends. People you call your friends is not really your friends.
That's really sad, because then if these people that you thought were your friends and you're traveling with these people,
right?
So you must trust them on a certain level, right? And so that's really disconcerting to me, because here I am traveling with these people that I think, oh my God, I'm safe. We're gonna have a great time. I can depend on them should anything happen.
Keep me safe.
Keep you safe. Yeah.
What's scary about how I operate is, and y'all been around when I've tried to do this. Yeah. I'm queen diffuser.
Yeah, you are.
I become principal.
You become principal
in real fast, and it's unfortunate. It's fortunate and unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because I just want peace all around us, right? If we're outside, I don't want anything to happen to anybody. But then sometimes, even in being queen diffuser, you get caught up in it.
Yeah.
And that's
Drake.
Oh, Groucho. You fitting for a meeting.
Sometimes you still gotta let people know, don't let no degree, don't let no title. Just the title that you need to understand is that I'm a human being.
Yes. Right. At the end of the day.
At the end of the day. And you're not going to keep calling me out my name, all in my face, flailing and all of that, and think that this one over here is a punk bitch.
Yeah.
I ain't never been one, will never be one. I don't care how old I get. I'm going to be ready to scrap somebody that's swallowing on me like that.
So do you, who's been keeping up with it? Has, how the authorities...
I did read something today that they said that a doctor was there.
Yeah.
For 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
She got there. I believe it was a she. She got there first for the first hour, and she wanted to take the young lady to the hospital, and the friends was like, no, treat her there. And
that's crazy.
Because
they knew they fucked up.
Then an hour later, she went into a seizure, and then
but then she all go to jail.
But then the story seems kind of fishy, because she said, she could tell that she was inebriated. And it looked like she had alcohol in her. So I was like, Is this
cover up? This is not. It's just a really sad and disappointing situation.
But it could be to the George. Sorry, but it could be to the George Floyd situation just because there's alcohol in the system, but it's the fighting.
Yeah.
That actually caused.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was a spinal injury.
Right.
Oh my God. So she couldn't defend herself even because.
Yo, if you see the video, it's crazy.
I don't watch videos like that no more because I can't. That shit affects me.
Well, I mean, I watched that one obviously because we were going to be chatting about it, but I don't know. It's just
sad. R.I.P. I hope justice prevails.
Right.
And everybody.
All of them should go to jail.
Everybody, they're talking about making that a law of like if you film in a.
No, it should be a law. I'm 100% supportive of that. Put that on the ballot. I will vote for it because that just like with people that deliberately go around infecting people with AIDS. That because that's illegal, right? That's the same thing. I think that should be the same situation. Don't just stand there watching somebody being murdered. That you should go to jail.
But then it goes to the slippery slope of like, so then we couldn't have recorded George Floyd's murder because that would have been.
Well, I mean, look, we have to look at what the yes, there's some gray areas in there.
What was the intent of recording?
Right.
That's something that's a blurred line.
That's a blurred line. Yeah,
that's a blurred line because the intent of recording what happened to George was really to say, look what this cop is doing.
Yeah.
Same thing with Eric Garner. Look at what this cop is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The intent with recording this fight wasn't really
star,
right.
Yeah, right. It was literally like a world star. Just terrible. And look, now this poor family, has to go. All of them actually. How could you have a Thanksgiving,
right?
There's no
with this on your conscience, and that poor family who lost that woman, young woman. It's like a lot of lives are devastated by it. And if you can have a Thanksgiving and the ones that recorded this and think everything is okay, you should go to jail.
Definitely. I agree.
That's
I agree. Definitely some kind of jail time, which you getting recorded and what's happening to you in jail.
Right. Right, exactly. An eye for an eye. I mean, don't die, but yeah, but anywho.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. R.I.P. R.I.P.
What was another?
The man, the old man, white man that called the cop.
On the little girl.
Oh yeah. Now that was some racist shit. So I forget what state. Apparently, some old man was looking out his window and he said, "Oh, this is a short woman,
a tiny black woman,
a tiny black woman."
And all this young budding scientist
lives in the neighborhood
to do was kill them damn lantern bugs that are destroying trees and destroying nature. Like the whole idea that you kept saying, tiny person,
the tiny black woman. Like, what the fuck? Is this a joke?
And, like she's making me nervous. Like, why?
You're in your house, and these were his neighbors,
right?
And even there's a white lady that was with them, right? And she
was like, "Oh, that's George or whatever."
But just because it's just George is an idiot. Okay.
And I didn't like the cop still was trying to be like, but who are you?
Yeah, but who are you? Not granted, he was still doing it. He had, as a cop, you still have to take down no, because he was called, so I get it. You still got to do your job. But I think he still handled it okay because, he still has to take that information.
That's part of the report.
That's take a report. So I think he handled it.
Cops don't be making reports all the time.
So they don't. So like for instance, right? Or sometimes it's not take the report. You have to make. You have to report to the scene.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I've had situations where I had barbecues. Remember the barbecues at my house used to be in front of the house.
Yeah.
As opposed to the backyard. And I've had a situation where the beginning of gentrification, these people calling the cops on me, it wasn't even like 3:00 in the afternoon. And it wasn't even like a crazy scene or anything. It was just us chilling. To the point where when...
Regular Brooklyn life,
sitting on the stoop, a couple of us sitting on the stoop chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. Terrifying. I don't sit. Right. Terrified. Yeah, I know. I don't smoke weed, so it's not like we out there doing anything. It got to the point when I started having more barbecues, I would just hit the precinct up and let them know beforehand. Listen, this is what's happening, and the cops would get out the car, and I'd be like, "Yo, y'all want to play the food? Thank you, Dr. Farrington. Have a good one." Mm-hmm. but they have to report to
But
the
it's sad
scene.
that you have to go call up the precinct ahead
Right.
and say, hey, that's not right. It's your neighborhood.
Right.
In the afternoon.
And it's what Bed-Stuy is known for.
Yes.
Like the Stoops.
The Stoops.
Just
The
think
block
about
parties.
the whole
Yeah.
idea, like when Spike Lee came out with the Absolute Brooklyn Vodka, right? Because remember when Absolute...
they were doing the different...
It's a Stoop in Bed-Stuy.
Yeah, I love that bottle. That bottle.
Yeah.
I still have one. I ain't got no liquor in it, but I still have the bottle.
I've seen it.
Because it's so iconic.
Yeah.
I tried to keep like 20 of those, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
20?
Like every time I was like, I'm going to keep this one. I was like,
Now he's got 20 bottles of empty bottles of vodka.
But here's the trick to that. If you still have one of the bottles and it's empty, just fill it. If you can go to like a liquor warehouse.
No, I don't have no bottles.
Oh.
That's what I mean.
Because the flavor is apple orient.
Apple what?
Apple orient.
What's that?
That's the flavor that's inside the bottle. So once they stop making the bottle, they just save the flavor and they sell the flavor.
Okay. Oh, so you can get a refill though?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
Yeah. Well, now he's like, guys, where's JP? Swimming in vodka.
Shout out to Murder Mook. He had a battle with, I don't know these people probably. He had a battle with Geechee Gotti.
Yeah, I don't
in
know
New
these
York.
people.
One of the first.
Geechee
You
Gotti?
definitely don't know.
I know Murder Mook.
Geechee Gotti?
One of the first times. The first time Smack has been. All right, so real quick.
No,
Smack,
it's okay.
Okay, never mind.
No, let the Groucho be the Groucho. Come on, man.
No, go ahead.
Smack is like kind of
Crack?
What?
Wait, what?
That too, yes. that slang. But Smack is kind of credited with commercializing battle rap.
Gotcha.
Battle rap is when two rappers.
I understand this. It's like versus
Right.
whatever it's called. Yeah.
But more
The original
street.
form of verses, but the street form.
Right. So anyway, they had an event in Irving Plaza for the first time in like 5 years. And one of Murder Mook's line to Geechee Gotti. Mook is from Harlem, and Geechee Gotti's from the West Coast. And one of Murder Mook's lines was, you said, I'm going to shoot you on your porch. He was like, nigga, what's a porch?
Oh, my God.
he said, out here we call it a stoop. Where we gonna run down or what? Anyway, but it's fire battle. Check the battle out. But that's what.
The stoop is iconic. Because
Right.
even growing up in the projects, we just chilled on our stoop.
Yeah,
Right? The stoop was everything, and it wasn't even about selling drugs or anything like that. It's like we played tag, running up and down the stoop. We played patty clap on the stoop. The stoop is just iconic to New York. That's just what we do.
You know what? No, but I get the porch thing because if you go up in Jersey, it's a porch.
And then people in the comments was like, "Oh, it's the same thing. It's the same." And it's like, no, it's not the same thing.
It's not. A porch. It's a different feeling on a porch. It's a different feeling on a veranda.
Veranda. Did y'all hear that veranda?
The veranda.
But I'm trying to
Nigga, the stoop. Nigga.
but I'm trying to ask you a
steps.
point. The feeling and the whole environment around it is different, right?
What is a veranda?
A veranda is basically a porch.
Okay.
But a porch usually is more wrapped around the house, right? Where the veranda.
Well, it depends, because some porches are just.
Some porches can be short, yeah.
Some porches just like in front, but.
Well, my house in Jersey, my grandmother's house, it wrapped, right? So.
You got money.
No, it ain't no money. It's just a lot of houses in Jersey got porches.
A lot of money houses.
Listen,
We had 5 steps in front of our building.
And it's funny because there's steps to the porch.
There are steps to the porch.
Yes.
So for y'all idiots out there, they're not the same.
It isn't, and it's a totally different vibe, a totally different type.
It is because like with us with a stoop, there's generally also like growing up in Marlboro, there was the little roof and the big roof. Meaning like when you walk up the stairs, it's like 5 steps to get into the front of the building. You got your stoop. There's normally a little roof like on the second floor.
Oh, that does.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
And then there was the big roof.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
we would
yeah,
play
yeah.
on the big roof sometimes. Yeah, we would be wilding, throwing stuff at people. Like we was wilding.
Wow. I mean, you did a lot of things.
We did. We did. Had a very adventurous
You need to write a book because
coming soon. Coming soon.
Oh, you are writing a book.
Know that. Coming soon. Soon come.
Soon come. Anyway, what else is going on? What's the next thing we thought about?
I don't know. Last time, this is kind of a freestyle episode. Well,
and sometimes we do those, and it's okay.
Look, so I think one of the one of the things that I brought up was what was it here? Give me a second.
Oh, so for the daddy, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Look at my chain. Look at my y'all look at this.
Oh! No! I found it.
Oh, okay.
And obviously we have to get to one before the show is over because it ties in. But I know one of you had mentioned. I think Al, you mentioned about the LGBTQ shooting in. Club
in Colorado Springs.
In Colorado Springs, yeah.
R.I.P. to them.
Yeah.
I think 5 people were killed.
5 people I think killed and a bunch of others wounded. But first of all, I know nothing about Colorado. So I don't even.
Me neither.
So one of their safe havens was, I think it was called Club Q.
Q, yes. Club
Q. Is that where the other shooting that happened years ago? Was it in Colorado? It was Colorado.
It was Colorado, but I don't know if it was Colorado Springs, but it was definitely Colorado. Yeah.
I think. Yeah. So this speaks so many different levels, right?
Yeah.
Like, why are you killing somebody because of their sexual preference? You sit your ass down. You be with who it is you want to be with. Don't kill me because of my. You don't hear like gay people walking up to straight people and shooting up the club. Like what? And I'm not encouraging that.
No.
But that's just retarded. Let these people be.
And by the way,
this
place was not even just a place for gay people. It was a regular establishment,
right?
Where gays, straight, everybody went there. Apparently, it was a neighborhood watering hole.
It's kind of like the spot.
Right. And so that's what But I read about the 22-year-old that happened to. A lot of these folks that I'm making an excuse for this guy, but mental.
Right.
This guy changed his name because he was bullied so hard when he was a teenager. Changed his name. So a lot of fucked up things was going on with this guy when he was a kid. And, obviously we don't know what the motivation behind this is really yet, but...
And this is also, like, part of the discussion about, like, these gun laws. Because how was this guy able to get a gun legally?
It seems like the crazies always is able to get the guns.
Well, you have to look at the states that they're in, too.
Colorado's...
It's much easier to get guns.
And AR-15s. Like if we are not going to war rifles against Jurassic Park...
Yeah.
Why do you need these? You understand what I'm saying? Don't say that. Don't make light like that.
I did not condone.
But think about it. Like, if there's no Tyrannosaurus Rex, like, what do we fight? What was his motive to go in it? Like, that's not fighting. You don't need an AR-15 to get...
And to be honest with y'all,
sometimes... And he was in armor and all shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we in the spot,
the mental...
That thought runs my mind.
Let me tell you something. The other day, all jokes aside, I was in the spot. And some lady ran in there wild crazy. So y'all know I'm always on my situational awareness timing.
Always.
Right? So I'm even tapping the lady next to me like, yo, take your headphones off. Pay attention.
Yeah.
And it was a lady having a psychotic break. She was able to run all the way to the back of the spot and was banging on stuff. And I'm sitting there like, it's time to go. Like, and I'm telling the other women that are there, like, take them ahead. I don't feel like wind just run by you. This lady ain't going to run to the bathroom, but she was having a psychotic break.
You know what? Yesterday I went to pick up dinner over on Nostra and Fulton there. And, there's always people asking for money.
Right.
And so there was this young woman I always see. I never really paid much attention. But, so yesterday I was like, okay, I have change on me because I just picked up food. I was giving her some change, but I'm like, I have some dollars. Let me just give her the dollars, right? She was like, okay, I gave her the dollar bills, and she was like, take the change back. Can you take the change back? And I'm like, no, keep it. But she was getting mad because I wouldn't take the change back. And she's like, take it. I'm having a mental... She's like...
Right.
And like, she said it to me. She's like, I'm having a mental moment. Like,
right.
Like,
at least she was able to communicate.
She was able to communicate. So I'm like, okay, all right. But...
Kevin, stay giving dollars. Like, you be balling with the
No, it's not
homeless.
balling. No, Allison, it's a what's a dollar?
What's a dollar?
No. I mean, what's a dollar? She was hungry. She said she was hungry.
The hardest
Exactly,
part,
she said she
the
was
hardest
hungry.
part with me.
No, she ran up the stairs. As soon as I gave her that $1 or $2, whatever, she ran up the stairs to the pizza place.
Right.
And bought, like.
And y'all know I help anybody. I help everybody.
You
This is all just
I like
for
to buy the
just
people the food.
the food, yeah.
Well, I mean, I usually do that too. But like there was a guy up there that was standing there too, same thing, and he ran in there and got. So look, it's 50-50 if they're lying.
Right.
You never know.
But the hardest part for me is I don't carry cash.
I usually don't, but I had cash that night.
I generally never have. I don't have coins on me, nothing.
Yeah.
So I feel bad sometimes when people ask me for money, and I'm like, yo, I can't because there's no way for me to pay you unless you running around with Cash App or Zelle. Like,
and if they did, you're like that girl that walks around with a $300,000 outfit.
And you still gave her $10.
And you still gave her money too.
Because I knew your ass.
What do you mean? No, but don't do it because I did it.
Shorty walked up on us with like some fresh Jordan.
Look at her. And she was cute too. And I was like, no, she was cute. And
you should have got a number.
But then I was looking at her, I was like, but you look
he
like...
said you should have got a number.
No, because she like bleed me dry. But
you ain't nothing but a chick.
A munch.
But no, I ain't munching that, niggas. Who knows? But
that's a munch. Who knows what anything you munch?
Well, you're right. There's a 50-50 chance you can lose your lips.
Well, not 50-50. I don't munch anything that is a 50. You gotta be
it needs to be 100.
Say you're gonna lose your lips.
It's got to be 99. The 1%.
Well, Kevin Hart say you're gonna have a bum bump.
You have a bum bump. But anyway, it's sad though that it's most of the people that are doing these random shootings. Not all, but most are mentally unstable.
Absolutely.
And so, how do we begin to fix that?
How do we begin to fix that early? Because
this kid,
right.
Since it was a kid,
right.
he was.
You gotta watch the signs. Like people don't watch the signs; they ignore the signs.
And then also now, even though I can't tell you, actually no, he was not a black person, but
he wasn't a
in
black
our
person.
community, I think that we need to understand that one, therapy is okay, and getting therapy and getting help doesn't make you crazy.
Right.
Right? Because if you had a cancer diagnosis, aren't you going to your oncologist?
Right.
So I think that we need to start understanding, because let's also think about how many mass shootings happen in our community. Right? Let's think about, call it the same thing.
Right.
Because then it gives a different meaning to it, and it gives a different, the same level of importance to it. Right? We shouldn't be afraid to walk down. It's crazy if you think about, you and I live in Bed-Stuy.
Yeah.
Gentrified Bed-Stuy.
Yeah.
You're not looking over your shoulder when you walk to your block.
Even more so these days.
My corner's crazy.
I'm constantly doing this, especially when I'm in the subway. I'm like,
yep. I need y'all to understand, New York City is so crazy right now. You can't get me on the subway.
Oh well, yeah, she ain't going on no subway.
I am not getting on that A train. I've had way too many negative experiences.
Yeah.
I will Uber. I will Lyft. I will drive my car and pay $70 for a garage in Manhattan before I get on the train.
And Al, back in the day, I would say somebody, no, let's support the city, take the subway,
but
experience.
What's crazy?
But now people, I would agree with you.
You know what's crazy? Back in the days as a kid, as a teen, before I moved to Vermont, I always had crazy experiences on the train.
Yeah.
I've had men show their penises, and I'm like, come on, son. I remember beating a man up on the train because this dude not just showed his penis, dude ejaculated next to me on a rush hour train. Dude ejaculated, had a newspaper over it, and was licking it. Fuck dude up.
Again, this is all mental illness, I think.
I ain't gonna hold you.
It's mental. There's a lot of mentally ill people out there. And again, I don't know.
Well, part of it is them also closing down the city, closing down many of the larger mental health facilities. and hospitals.
They put them shits right by me.
It's your block. Your block. Like night and living. Yo, all jokes aside, JP block. Remember in The Wire?
Yeah.
When they made the crack city?
Yeah.
That was like, y'all just go right there and be right there.
Just lock them all in one.
Yeah, lock them all on one block.
Yo. Which is foul because I'm like, they would never do this in a.
But you know, see, and that's
because
some
they
fucked up shit
protest
right
and
there.
go crazy.
Yeah,
we've been protesting too and signing all that shit and sending in. And,
see, this is why maybe this is why voting is important for you in the local elections, and so that you can get people in there that care about that shit and will do something about it. And also, maybe you even vote. Like you can run for local elections and have an impact.
How did this turn into me?
No, not you. I'm saying you specifically, but anybody. Like if you care so much about fixing the problem, why not participate? You don't have to be a politician. There's no professional. You don't go to school to be a politician. So if you care so much about fixing
political science.
Yeah, but it's not. But you don't go there to be a politician necessarily. The people that go for political science are doing they're propping up the politicians that are running for office. But if you want to be a change, vote and go run. So sometimes
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
And sometimes like it's not even run. It's about like truly understanding how the American politics and how the American system works. Right? When we go to the ballot, sometimes when you turn the ballot over, there's laws that we are actually voting for.
Yeah.
Some of those laws are laws that everyday average citizens created.
Yes.
Or the idea.
Yes.
And we get to vote whether or not they should exist or not.
Yep.
Right.
And we don't understand the political system of America.
Because I'm even like with the zoning, I'm like, how is this even possible that it could be zoned like this where this institution could be right next? It used to be a daycare across the street. So I'm like, why would you allow these crazy people to be around kids?
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy.
Well, and going back to Allison's point is we don't realize there are public hearings that go on that people don't know about. It's knowing about how politics works and when to go to these things and when they're happening.
Right.
And just being aware. And it's funny that you brought it up about not being aware, because I was on a group chat with some friends the other day. The last election. Yeah, the slave masters.
Here we go.
But anyway, and these are very educated people, just like you and myself, you guys and myself. And they were confused about the ballot and asking questions about, what is this proposition, on the back. And honestly, I think that's a lot of people. They don't know what these laws, they're not aware of, like, what is this law? Who are these people? Most of them didn't know who they were voting for.
Right.
What I was, gave me some hope is that at least they were asking, like, who is this person? Do you guys know who this person is? Can you tell me a little bit about this person? Because they weren't just going to just vote just to vote.
Right.
But at least they were...
Just vote down the line.
I mean, usually that's what... I'm going to be honest, sometimes I just do that too. But... Democrat. But, but also...
You put Republican.
No. And actually, to your point, I was going to add to that. I voted, across, party lines. It's not about the party.
It's about the policy.
It's about the policies that this person is doing, and is this person going to do good for that community and for our country? And I think part of the problem is a lot of people are just voting on party lines and they have no idea what the fuck they're voting for. So
and also Democrats need to learn how to fight.
And Democrats need to know how to fight. That bullshit needs to stop.
Yeah. Democrats need to learn to fight.
Really
Democrats, you soft. Democrats, you soft.
Bitches. But anyway, next topic.
I mean, real quick before we jump into, because Thanksgiving is coming, so we want to talk real quick about that. But since we're on politics, your man is running again. How you feel?
First of all, this orange man is not my man. All right? He's an idiot. I hate him. And we've talked about how much I hate him.
He just did the eye-to-eye thing for you people that's listening.
So, Mr. Orange Man, if you ever want to come talk to me, you want to come on the show, come on. But listen, you know what? I want him on. You know why I want him on? Because I want him on to show me how he did.
I would love to have him on. It'd be great ratings.
But no, listen, how do I feel about him to answer your question? You know, I don't think so. I don't think that even the stupid people that voted from the last time, not the stupid people, but I don't think those people that voted from the last time, I don't, even the Republican Party doesn't want him there again. You turn that page. Right. That man is toxic for this country. He's toxic for anybody
He's toxic for the world.
For the world.
And people don't the person that really got him elected is dead.
Well,
Roger Ailes, you know, who helped push his media.
Roger dead?
Yeah.
But
who helped push his media agenda. So he don't really have no media backing this time around.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna win. I don't think he's gonna win.
But I think too, with all of let me tell you something about my girl Tish James.
Tish. I love Tish.
She going for the business. She's going for the low.
She has a mission.
My girl has a mission, and I'm here for it.
She's gonna destroy that
for
mess.
people that don't know who's Tisha James.
So she is the New York State Attorney General, right?
She has got Bed-Stuy quite a bit, actually.
Yes. The most powerful black woman in New York State, to be honest with you. And she's the lawyer, New York State's official lawyer, and she is going for everything in the Trump organization. You going for the kids, you going for the taxes, you going for the business improprieties, you're going for any and everything. Because this man was so corrupt, you know, and so corrupt for so long. And
he affected a lot of people's lives negatively. And the state.
We can go back like, yo, bro, you took out a whole full-page ad on the Central Park 5 calling for the death penalty for teenagers.
It's so sad that people forgot that.
Like a whole full-page ad on
ruin
teens
these
that
young
didn't
men's
even
lives.
know each other. Just because we in a park together. No evidence. No nothing. And we act like that is okay, and this is the person that we want to run the country. No 14-year-old kid should be put up for a death sentence.
Black, white, nothing.
Nobody. Like a modern day Emmett Till.
No child.
Absolutely.
No child should.
So now imagine if he was the president then.
Oh my God.
Shit, when he was the president, when he was, he
listen.
You allowed a whole insurrection to happen. Like I don't understand. Like you have these poor Capitol police officers that were killed. Somebody
that killed themselves because of the mental stress of it all.
I used to think he had a chance, but now looking at the landscape, I'm like, nah.
No, he has no chance. Not even the Republicans want him.
Right, that's what I'm they didn't want him the first time, but now they're
like, oh, you toxic, dude. Turn that page.
You nearly killed out Molly.
Especially now, he would really have a problem, especially now with Hakeem Jeffries.
About to take over.
About to take over.
First person of color.
Take over Nancy Pelosi. That's going to be another president. Just understand, Hakeem Jeffries is going to be our second Barack.
Yes.
And that man ain't
listen, I'm all for it. And listen, piggybacking off of that, let's give thanks. It's Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving. By the time this comes out, Thanksgiving will be over, but we'll filming this 2 days before.
2 days before.
Absolutely. And we're not here because we support what the Pilgrims did to the Indians. We're here because what Thanksgiving means to me is I just want to eat with my family. I want to eat with my family on Thanksgiving morning. I intend to feed over 300 homeless people and families at the school.
If I could wake up in time,
you do this every year, right? At your school?
Well, I'm part of the committee that does it every year. Like things like that feel good. There'll be 150 asylum seekers, 150 families that are in shelters here locally.
It's amazing to see that when I see your posts, and it's just amazing to see that. You know, especially the elderly folk.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
You know, actually, I gotta say I don't like turkey. So let's start with that. What I don't like. But my favorite thing is this corn sort of souffle
Wait,
dish.
What?
Corn souffle?
No. You guys don't know about this. It's kind of corn souffle. It's kind of like a cornbread, but it has a pudding sort of consistency, but bready.
Move on.
But my next thing is moving on. It's stuffing.
You put raisins in your mac and cheese?
No, I don't like raisins. All right, but anyway, I told you mine. Go ahead and use.
My favorite is when I put the candy yams on top of the mac and cheese and eat it together.
Oh yeah, I like that. I
never really got into candy yams. I'm not a candy
Because you're not American.
Well, I'm not American. I'm American, but I wasn't born here.
Nobody's eating corn souffle, whatever you did on the veranda.
Let me tell you something. I guarantee you love it though. It really is really good. You know what? I'm gonna bring some back from Jersey. You're gonna like it.
I'm good.
I bet you're gonna like it. Allison, actually, I can see you eating this stuff.
I can see me not.
I can see you making it.
I'm good. Just give me some ham and some stuffing.
That is so American.
And I'm good. I'm from Brooklyn, baby.
No, I love ham. The ham is good.
Ham with some good.
Ooh, yes,
what's some good what?
Just that brown sugar.
I miss my mom's. You know, I don't get the oxtail no more, but oxtail used to be great.
Yeah.
Allison makes good oxtail.
I do.
You know.
I'm not good at making a West Indian style.
Yeah, she does the Dominican style. Yeah. But it's still very good, though. Still very good. Yes. Kudos to you, Allison.
Thank y'all.
Yes.
Might be crashing at Allie's crib for a little bit on Thanksgiving.
I'm going to Jersey.
No problem.
Easy. All right, guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
holidays.
See y'all soon.
Gintv.
Getting it in.
We getting it in.